How's it going, Internet? I coming at you with another video, and by another one I mean second one. Several months, 6 months, I don't know. It's been a while since I made that other video about my discovery about what happens when you run out of skins from the loot table, and I basically played this game with one really good friend for years. We'll get into that in a second. But I was like, oh, he'd probably be interested to see this. So I pulled my iPhone out and I shot a little video of me opening up the boxes because I thought, he'd want to see this. And then I was like, oh, actually, there's probably some more people that want to see this. So I made a little post on Reddit, on the League Reddit, and uploaded it to YouTube. And I don't know, some people watched it. It got more traction than I thought it would. I had no intentions of having like a YouTube channel or anything, but it was like, or I don't know where else I'm going to upload it to. So a lot of people had a lot of questions and comments, and I responded to some of those on Reddit, and I responded to some of those on YouTube. But I thought I would make another video and just kind of go through some of this because there are definitely some misconceptions about various things, and I thought it'd be useful. Some people will get something out of this. So I just kind of made a list of some topics and just kind of run through them here. First of all, some people had people had some pretty odd requests. I'm not going to lie. Some of the people were like, just click on your collections tab and just scroll through. So I thought this is kind of fun. 1,068 skins, which is interesting. If you were trying to start this today, you could not get 1,068 skins because I definitely have some skins that are unrollable from the loot table. However, it was not my goal. It was never my goal, really, until just recently to get this many skins. You can it's sorted by acquisition date, so we can go back in time here. Back in 2011, these are some free skins. I don't know if these are rollable from the loot table. This was like liking them on Facebook and following them on Twitter or something. Were my first two skins for free. That's how they get you hooked. Goth Annie, I think maybe was my first skin that I bought. I don't remember. I feel like that was free too, but maybe not. Maybe I'm thinking of Tristana. All the orders look the same. I definitely remember buying Amethyst Ash and thinking, oh, what's a cool looking skin? Back in 2012, the skins were pretty terrible looking. I was starting to dabble with a little Mundo. This is the first legendary skin I bought, and I remember like messaging my buddy, and I was like, oh, you never guess what I bought a legendary skin. So much money, and it was a really cool skin. It got great sound effects. I mean, by today's standards, it's like a 975. It does have cool sound effects though. But it's interesting to see how the quality has gone up. All these skins I bought probably at full price. Some of them may be on sale. But I bought a fair amount. I was an attorney back then in 2012, not anymore, but I had a fair amount of discretionary income. So let's see, there's 5 per row here. So I bought 15, let's see, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50. They suckered me into this one because it was on sale only if you bought it like fast or something. 60, 70, I don't know. I actually bought a lot more skins in 2012 than I remembered. I had a Vladimir stint for a while. Again, I'm paying full price for these skins. This is one of the most expensive years of League I ever had. Was actually the first year I played, ironically. So I mean, there's a fair amount of skins there. You can rewind the video and add it up. But I bought a chunk, and definitely it's kind of interesting. Even back then, the skin quality started going up pretty quickly. I mean, Gatekeeper Galio, that is not a legendary skin anymore. It's a decent skin. I mean, Ezra was so bad they had to actually re-update the skin because it was not up to par. It's definitely not ultimate quality 8 years later. I did start playing the game in 2012, so you can see I've been playing the game for about 8 years. I started in season 2, I think. And anyhow, so I took some breaks. I think of subsequent years, I don't necessarily have that many skins per year. 2013, that was a pretty good year for me. Again, most of these skins, maybe I'm starting to buy some of them on sale. Although I definitely remember like I would buy a skin and then a week later it'd go on sale and I'd be like, no, it's on. What have I done? And then the holiday skins, those are unobtainable, or so I thought, after the event. So I would get suckered into, getting all the holiday skins. 2014. Yeah, the skins are still terrible looking. But some of these I'm starting to probably get on sale through some of the events that they had. I didn't actually start getting them cheaply until probably 2016 when they started doing the events. I think that's when they did it, 2017. I can't remember when they started doing the events. See, 2015. Yeah, this is, they started doing like the project events and stuff. Yeah, that 2015 wasn't a big year. I think I went back to Warcraft at one point, which is what I played before I played League. And I kind of did them both for a while. Whoops. Let's see, 2017. Oh yeah, so 2017, I'm definitely, you can see a lot of these skins are legacy. This is when I figured out how effective, the skin shards were at adding to your skin total. Still in my mind at this point, there's so many skins I don't own. I still wasn't thinking I was going to, catch them all, so to speak. This is actually funny. Elementalist Lux. I started playing with these people just, randomly. They was like, oh, come join our Discord. And I played with them for like 3 or 4 games, and we're having fun. So like people friended each other as you do when you're having fun with new people. So the next day, like I'm playing with them some more. And all of a sudden it's like, oh, somebody sent you a new skin. And this guy accidentally sent me Elementalist Lux. Like he was like the $30 skin or whatever. So I didn't actually pay for the skin or roll it. He was so pissed, but you can't undo gifted skins. So he had intended to gift the skin to a Lux main friend of his, and he accidentally sent it to me, who he had only known for like 24 hours. So I felt bad, but I was like, there's not really anything I can do. But yeah, I got Elementalist Lux for free. Little did I know that wouldn't really even matter. So here's 2018. Every single one of these skins is now from Skin Shards. I stopped buying skins altogether by this point. So I'm just, the events come along, you open the orbs or the whatever, and you get the skin shards. I would try to figure out, some events are better than others. Some events, they typically cost $50 to do the largest bundle. And I would just calculate how many what is probably the likelihood of getting a certain number of skin shards out of that bundle. Because some of the like bonus bags, it might give you 3 skin shards, or it might give you 7 skin shards. So I would double down when the bundles would give you more skin shards. And sometimes I would get pretty lucky. I mean, you get lucky, you get unlucky, and I would get multiple, 7 skin like bonus bags. And obviously I don't care what any of those shards are. They're, all I'm thinking is 3 skin shards is another skin. And yeah, it just kept going. Riot kept doing more events. It's obviously made a ton of money because they keep doing them. And so I was still, at this point, not thinking I would get all the skins. So Dread Nova Darius, I got in 2018 with 10, whatever those things are called, gemstones. And yeah, so I regret that. That was a mistake. I could have gotten him with 3 gemstones. But yeah, even in 2018, there's still so many skins left. It didn't occur to me that I would reach the end of the store. BMO, one of my favorite skins. I guess I should talk about the skins I actually use, because there are definitely skins in here I have never used a single time. Most of the mythics I've used are the Hextech, whatever skins. But I mean, have I used Varus Swiftbolt? Probably not, to be honest. Coven Camille, maybe. I suck at Pike, so probably not. Praetorian Fiddlesticks, probably have. I wish it actually showed you how many skins you've actually used. And one of the things I do, and we'll talk about which champions I play in a second here, to kind of use more skins, is I will just play ARAM. So, ARAM will just dump me into a champion I haven't played in maybe years, and then I'll be like, oh, what are the skins for this champ I haven't played in years? And okay, yeah, so you can see here, this little chunk here was when I hit the end of the that's when I made the video in 2019. I started rolling. Each one of these is 3 skin shards. and I got, what is this, 15 mythic, what do they call? Yeah, mythic quality skins in a row, 20 mythic skins in a row. And then, yeah, every single other one of these is, again, from skin shards. Although I've purchased a couple of skins outright because, occasionally they'll do the fundraising skins that you can't roll, although you used to be able to, but they changed it. And of course, people on Reddit got really upset because I'm not the only one who essentially owns all the skins that you can roll. So let's get to that a little bit. What does it look like? And people are definitely very confused about this, about how the rolling works. It's pretty straightforward. There is a loot table that has all of the available skins that can be rolled, and it has all the legacy skins, all the holiday skins. It has most of the LCS skins, although recently they've deactivated those, so I don't own the most recent year of LCS skins from 2019 World Championships. I just refuse to buy those skins. And anyhow, so the way it works is the loot table will give you skins for champions that you own, and it will give you skin shards for champions that you don't own. So people were like, "Oh, I definitely was rolling skin shards for for skins I already owned." Well, you probably didn't own the skin. What you owned was a skin shard, and I've actually had that happen to me the last couple of times. Like when Aphelios came out, I was so excited about the new skins because the new skins came out as well that I immediately started rolling for the new skins, and then I got the Aphelios skin shard. I didn't even realize it because the animation looks the same, and just down below, instead of saying skin, it says permanent skin shard. And then I rolled again, and I got the Aphelios skin shard again, and I was like, no, because there goes 2 skin shards of the 3. You turn 3 skin shards into 1 skin shard, and it's because I hadn't unlocked Aphelios yet. So I go in and I unlock him. And then I did the same thing with Yone. So then I go in and I unlocked Yone, and then I turned that permanent skin shard into a skin. But if you own all the champions, you will not get skin shards for skins that you already own. What will happen is it will unlock the skin immediately. It will delete the 3 shards, and you will not get a shard. You'll just get the skin. The only way you get a skin shard, permanent skin shard, for a skin you already quote unquote own, is if you do not own the champion and you have previously acquired a skin shard for that skin. If you could get skins for skins that you already own, you could get duplicates for champions that you owned. Obviously, when I'm doing my re-rolling, I would see them every time. There's 1,000 skins I own, and there's only like 6 in a new event. I would never see those 6, but trust me, it's when the new skins are released, I get them 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, no duplicates. So, and then of course you do start getting duplicates again once you've exhausted the bucket, which you see in the video when I get that Irelia skin for an Irelia skin I already own. So yeah, you only see duplicates in those 2 cases. You don't own the champion, and so you have a skin shard sitting in your bank for a champ you don't own, or like me, you reach the end of the store, and this random skin generator literally has nothing to give you. So then it just gives you another permanent. Okay, so what about the skins that I don't own? I don't own King Rammus, and I don't own Black Alistar, and some of these other ones. Again, I never really planned on getting to the end of the store, so to speak. So I actually had chances to buy Pax Sivir and Pax Twisted Fate and some of these other ones. They weren't that expensive back in the day. I mean, you could get like Pax Twisted Fate for like $30 off eBay. Right after the PAX event occurred, the eBay was flooded with those skins. But I was like, $30? I don't even play Twisted Fate. Why would I get that skin? So yeah, I ended up with 1,068 skins, not because I was like, I'm going to get them all, but just because I was addicted to re-rolling the skin shards and buying skins on sale. So, $30 on eBay for PAX Twisted Fate was neither of those 2 things. So yeah, my collection definitely has some holes. If you switch it to champion, sorts by mastery. You can see the sad irony that Quinn is my most played champion. She has 4 garbage skins. I do not like any of these skins. I play Woad Scout probably the most. It is the best, in my opinion, of her 4, but oh man, they're so terrible. Garen is my second most played, and for a while his skin selection wasn't great, but in recent years he has been, he's received the Prestige skin, and he got this, Steel Legion was my favorite for a while, and he's got the God King. He's definitely in a good place skin wise, so I felt pretty good about that. And then Teemo I used to main, but then I stopped for a while, and I basically played Garen and Quinn exclusively for several years. Yeah, so then I started going back to Teemo, and you can see he's got quite a few skins here. I've played a lot of Pantheon, although not since the redo. He's got some good skins. This Pulsefire one is pretty sick. Annie, she's got a lot of skins. Although I really like Frank and Tibbers. I was when I first started collecting Hextech, I was actually maining when I was collecting the gemstones. My goal was to get Hextech Annie, and I was maining Annie at the time. But then Riot released Super Galaxy Annie while I was doing it, and I was like, it's kind of the same purple lightning, but except it was better looking. So that I was like, well, now what do I do with these gemstones? So I actually got her, and on that September 28th, when I was just re-rolling skins, I didn't even use the gemstones for her. Played a lot of Vladimir, but let's scroll down to the bottom with my lowest mastery. Obviously, I think I played Yone once. Draven, I have almost no games with Draven. Azir, Callista, a couple games of Lulu maybe. I mean, played the game for 8 years. I maybe have less than 10 games all across that entire time period with any of these. So if you main one of these and you wanted some of these skins, you have my permission to cry, because I do not play Zoe. I have Arcanist Zoe Prestige, but yeah, I don't know what to say. It's a sad story, but you can feel good that my collection is incomplete. Which brings me to my next topic, actually. Some people mentioned getting Permabanned. I actually don't own Victorious Aatrox because that was last season, and I definitely I get tilted like anybody else, and rage, and I don't typically run it down. I don't typically. That's very rare. I mean, in like 8 years, I've run it down. Lasered myself like maybe 2 or 3 times in like thousands of games. And I don't rage quit. Maybe I've done that 2 or 3 times, but I will flame. I will. I'll let people have a piece of my mind. That's more common. I mean, that's pretty common in the community in general, but if I'm feeling cranky and everyone's feeding and I'm upset, and yeah, so I actually got demoted, not banned, not suspended, but just chat silenced, and honor reset to 0 twice last season, which is actually the most it's ever been. I mean, I've gone seasons without getting chat silenced at all or demoted at all, and I've always gotten the victorious skins. But so last season, for whatever reason, I got demoted, and I'm climbing back to honor 3 or whatever you need to get the qualify for the victorious skin, and then I get demoted again, and I was like, oh man. And I really just like buttoned up, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna be a good boy. I'm gonna be it's not good to be tilted. I got an Apple Watch, and it's like, warning, your heart rate is escalated, even though you're not engaged in physical activity. Is everything okay? I would get that occasionally, because there's people that can do things that really can make you upset in this game. So anyway, it's the end of the season, and I'm like literally grinding honor. I'm like being so polite and nice and playing my best champ and doing everything I can possibly do to get honor up. And I was like 1 sub tier away. I was like honor 2, step 2 or whatever. Didn't get it. So I don't own Victorious Aatrox because I did not qualify. I did not have the honor sufficient for that. So that's one of the most recent skins I don't own. But whatever. I mean, that's added to the list of other skins I don't own. Yeah, again, I never was like planning on collecting them all. I literally just enjoyed re-rolling skins. It was fun. So, I mean, I was definitely sad about it. I did try to get the Aatrox skin, but it never happened. So if you have Victorious Aatrox, congrats. You have a skin that I do not. All right, trying to get to some of the other questions that people had. So friends list. Looks like you haven't had any friends yet. Invite friends to chat and play together. I had a group of friends that I played this game with for years. One in particular was the one I made that video for. And yeah, he basically burned out on the game. So he played it quite a bit of it for about 6 years or so and kind of burned out about 2 years ago. And I took some breaks, but I kept coming back to League. I just, Apex Legends or whatever, or Overwatch, I played those for a few hundred games a piece and matches a piece. And I don't know, I burn out on them pretty quick. And then I just find myself back in League. Maybe partly because I spent so much money on it, but I don't know, even despite the frustrations and the occasional being tilted, I still enjoyed the game a lot, even to this very day. People talk about the opportunity costs of the money that was spent, and truth be told, I guess I'm fortunate enough that my expenses are high enough that if I had saved every dollar from every skin shard or skin that I've bought purchased over the last 8 years, I don't know, that wouldn't really change my life at all. There are still things I want to buy that I wouldn't be able to buy if I had that money. And there's other things that I can buy even though I don't have that money. So yeah, I don't really feel like my life would be any different if I had just, been a minnow instead of a whale. And I think more honestly, if I'm really being honest about the opportunity cost, not the money, but the time. I mean, think about the time of playing this game for 8 years. I'm level 342. That's a few rounds of playing this game. Like what I could have been doing with my time is probably much more significant than what I could have been doing with the money. If down the road, if you're like, oh, if you could have this money back would you do it? I mean, sure, give me the money back. But honestly, it's the time that people really need to consider. If somebody said, hey, you could have all these hours back to do with something else with, that would be much more valuable to me. So yeah, the game's free to play, but ultimately you and I are both paying a cost when we sit here and play it, as opposed to doing other things. But that's all right. I mean, I do enjoy the game. I could be doing other things. I don't hang out at bars and do, I don't know, whatever it is other people do. I'm I guess a classic gamer in that sense, fairly antisocial. I like spending time at home, and I do like playing multiplayer games. Like I said, I did play with my friends, but I typically, if it's just a random person I meet through a random Discord invite, we might play at best for like a week or two. But I don't know, that person or myself will stop sending game invites to the other person, and then a week goes by, we don't talk at all. I don't let those people sit in my friends list. So once I've stopped engaging with somebody regularly for like a week or two, I take them out the friends list. So that basically means that inevitably, as time goes by, I might go up to 5 or 6, and then it goes back down to 0 because those people, things change and we just stop hanging out. So, yeah, that's what my friends list look like it does. But that being said, send Boomer plus Ultra an invite. I'm happy to play with whomever. So I don't mind playing with other people, and I do like playing in Discord. So if you speak English and you want to play some League, or if you don't speak English and you just don't want to use Discord, send me an invite. I'm down. All right, so I think that's everything. If anybody has any other questions or anything, you can go ahead and leave comments in this video. Yeah, I think that's all the stuff that people had questions about. So have a good one, guys. And I will probably start posting some videos, some gameplay videos. I mean, again, just because I can, and I don't know why not. If people are interested in those or they watch them, I'll continue posting more. If not, I don't know. I probably won't keep posting them, but feel free. Just let me know in the comments, and I will talk to you guys later.